Hello and welcome to this tutorial which will help you build your bulletin board for one class or several of your classes at the same time. My name is Tania Barrientos, a Spanish and French teacher, and I am more than happy to go ahead and help you with this process. So here we go. So first things first, you need to go ahead and access Blackbaud, our learning management system. And once you log in, you are going to be welcome to this page, which is just the dashboard under schedule and performance, under my day and schedule and performance. Because we do want to build something for our classes, we are concerned with the classes tab. We're going to do a click on that, and you're going to get a drop down with the classes that you will be teaching for this school year. For this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and click and select my sample course. So just a left click on that. And once you click on a class, you're automatically brought to the page for your bulletin board. Obviously, we also have that topics tab, which you will also be concerned with assignments. And at one point or another, you're more than likely going to, explore these other tabs that are also available to you. But for today and for this building of the bulletin board, we're going to just stay here under this tab. And as you can see, there is nothing here, right? There's nothing on this tab, under this tab at the moment. And so what I want to go ahead and do, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find this best location for this um, control. So here we go. I think that'll work. In order to go ahead and start building the bulletin board, we're going to go ahead and enter edit mode. Sorry, I just zoomed in. So we're going to go ahead and left click on enter edit mode. And now here we are on the back side of the bulletin board. So we want to start building here. You are going to have this general area blue here. Into which we're going to be dragging in some items from our left-hand side. First things first, you want to go ahead and select the layout. And the one that I've found to be the most friendly, the most user-friendly, is going to be the 2-column option. So I just click on layout, scroll down to my 2-column and just click on that. And now here it is, and it's letting me know that is the layout that I will have here. Okay, so you are basically concerned with inserting 4 items. It could obviously be more for you if you would like to spruce it up some more, but Miss Farias will be looking for really 3 items that are concerned with the classroom. You're going to want to have your classroom expectations, your breakdown of your course. So how much does each category weigh in your classroom, and then your syllabus. So those are the 3 main items that we should all have across the board. The other item that I'm going to add, or that I encourage you to add, is the welcome, because your parents are going to be looking at this. So you obviously want them to know a little bit about you, and that welcome will allow you the opportunity to introduce yourself to them. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that welcome. Now, that welcome can look a manner of several ways. It could be that perhaps you are tech savvy and you've created a video and you want to go ahead and share that with your students and with your parents. I myself like to use a Microsoft Sway presentation. And so, with either a video or a presentation as such, you're going to want to embed your code. So I would hover over here over my embed text box. I would left click, drag over to the right to this blue area. And on the left hand column, because remember this is a 2-column layout, I'm going to go ahead and wait until that dotted rectangle appears, and then I release my left click. Now, I mentioned an embed code, right? Well, in order to go ahead and copy and paste that into here, I would go ahead and click on that pencil, the edit pencil, And now I can go ahead and title I could go ahead and title this section, which may just a general welcome. And in here, I would go ahead and copy and paste that embed code, be it for maybe video that you created on YouTube or maybe that Microsoft SOI presentation that you want to share. And you would save once you go ahead and insert that. But we can also keep things very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel. And I'm going to delete this because for all intents and purposes, your welcome could just be text. And so I'm going to scroll down until I see my text option, hover over it. It turns a darker shade of gray. I'm going to go ahead and left click on that. And I'm going to wait for that dotted rectangle to appear and I release. Now I want to go ahead and click on the edit button, which is this little pencil. So left click on that. I'm going to go ahead and title this description, which again is just going to be welcome. And in my text box, I'm going to go ahead and insert that text, my little welcome blurb. So I have it ready on a document on my other screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to just come over here and paste it. And here is that little blurb, just a little bit about myself so that my parents, start to get to know me a little bit. The other thing that I also want to go ahead and insert in while I'm here is just a copy, a screenshot of my schedule. Just an at a glance of my schedules, which I also already have this screenshot ready. So I'm just going to copy it and I'm just going to come over here and insert it. Now, because this is going to be just a it's going to be a small image, and you'll see once I preview the page, I'm also going to link it, and I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. I am just downsizing this so that hopefully it fits well within the confines of the bulletin board itself. Now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and click Save. And here is that first item, which is the welcome to the class with a little bit about myself and just at a glance of my schedule. Lower right-hand corner is going to afford you the ability to go ahead and check your work and preview your page as you're going along. Once again, as you can see, that schedule is really, really small. So like I said, this is just a quick at a glance. And I'm going to go ahead and share a link with them so they could see it in full size, my students and my parents, should they ever want to perhaps schedule a call with me or a conference. This will also allow them to do that and to have my schedule available to them. So just an at a glance here, but I'm going to go ahead and add a link. Not done yet. I said we were really concerned with 3 items. So besides the welcome, so I'm going to click on back and I'm going to add the next item, and this one is going to go on this right hand column just to kind of balance things out and keep it aesthetically pleasing. And that next item is going to be my expectations. So I'm going to go ahead and hover over that text box. It's going to turn that darker shade of gray. I'm going to come over to that right hand side, wait for that dotted rectangle, and I'm going to release. Now I want to add those expectations. So I'm going to left click on that add button. I'm going to go ahead and title it Classroom Expectations. How do I want my students to behave, right? I don't want them to ever say, well, I didn't know, you didn't tell me. Because I want these to be readily visible to them, I did a screenshot out of my syllabus document, which I already have ready over here. And I'm going to go ahead and just copy it and I'm going to bring that image over, and I'm going to copy and paste. Now, once again, I'm just going to downsize a little bit so that it fits within the confines of the bulletin board. And as you drag down, you see that you have an option for an attachment. I'm not going to add anything here because I want them to focus on that solely. I will be adding the syllabus from which I pulled this image, but that's going to be in a separate link. Okay. So other things that you're concerned with is when do I want this screenshot, this information to expire. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. And once again, let me see. So I'm going to click in that box. It's going to pop out the calendar, and I'm going to go over to June 2nd. Sounds like a good ending date to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and want this information, this end date, to apply to this course and maybe another sample course if I should be teaching two sample courses at the same grade level. So I can click on my add more and I can look at my classes. I could go ahead and let's see. If I click select all, I'm going to get a list. So maybe, for example, you teach English level 1 and you have several sections of that English level 1. You want to go down your list and you want to make sure that that same English 1 is clicked for you. And that way, this information will now translate. This bulletin board is going to be built for that section or those sections as well. And you don't have to do it one by one. Okay, I don't have any more sample classes here, but for example, let's see. If this bulletin board were for my Spanish 3 class, I have 2 Spanish 3 sections. So I would make sure that those are clicked, and therefore I just do this bulletin board once and it's going to be ready for that next class. Okay. Because I'm not working on this and this is just a sample course, I'm going to click cancel, but I do want you to know that you don't have to do your bulletin board 6 times if you're teaching all the same prep. If you're teaching 6 classes of religion for freshmen, first year religion, that would be 6 sections, and you don't want to have to do this one by one. You would just click on all those sections, and this bulletin board would be built for all of those 6 sections. If you have questions on this, please definitely feel free to reach out to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and just click on apply to selected, and that's it because it's only this one course that I have, and I'm going to save. Once again, I can check my work, lower right hand corner, preview page, and here I have a quick at a glance of classroom expectations. So that way parents, students can't tell me, well, they were never posted anywhere. Well, here they are. Okay, not done yet. So I'm going to go back. And I definitely want to put that syllabus. So once again, over on the left-hand side, I'm going to see if I do have a text box with a titled syllabus, and I do. So left-hand click on that, and I'm going to come over to my blue area, and I'm going to just put it right under my welcome. And so I release there, and I'm going to left-hand click on my add button, and I'm going to just title it sample course syllabus. And I'm not going to put anything in the description box because I'm going to be adding that document in its entirety. So I'm going to click to browse my documents, and I'm in my OneDrive for Incarnate Word High School, and I'm just going to pick my French 1 syllabus. I click to add, and here I have it. It's been added. It's in PDF file form. I'm going to go ahead and also just include my expiration date. Some things may change from here to next year, so I want this to expire. I want it to carry over. So I'm going to put that end date of June 2nd, 2023. Once again, if I had more than one French class, I would go to add more. I would click on classes. I would click on Incarnate Word High School. And if I had more than one sample course, I would make sure that those 2 would be clicked, and I would apply. Since that's not the case, I'm going to just cancel. I'm going to just click on apply to selected, and now I save. The only other thing that I want to go ahead and do here while I'm still in this syllabus text box is that I want to actually, I was wrong in saying that I didn't want to put anything in the description box. I do want to go ahead and bring in the breakdown of the course and how much each category is going to weigh in the classroom. So I did a screenshot of that portion of the syllabus, and I'm just going to paste it in here. Once again, I'm just going to downsize it a little bit, but now they will have a readily visible breakdown of each category that they will see in this course available to them. I'm going to go ahead and click save. I already have my end date there, just making sure, and I'm going to click save. And I'm going to go ahead and preview my work. So preview page, lower right hand corner. And I scroll down, and there is that breakdown along with, excuse me, along with that link for that syllabus in its entirety, so that if parents want to go ahead and read that, they may by clicking on that link. Only, I believe, one thing that is pending, maybe one thing, two things. Let me see. One thing that I also want to go ahead and put on here is useful links. Useful links because they're going to come in handy for the girls. Especially for my freshmen, I don't want them to feel like they're lost and they don't know where they were supposed to go to access their textbook, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and click back, and I'm going to go into the formatting section of the bulletin board. I'm going to go to the left-hand side, and I'm going to look for a box titled links, and I do have one. So just left click, drag over, get that dotted rectangle, and release. And I'm going to add my links. So one of the most important ones is going to be the VHL Central text website. This is where my girls will be able to access their textbook and the activities that they may be assigned. So it's crucial that they know how to access this website. So I just copy my URL and I paste it in here. Once again, when is this going to expire? It's going to expire June 2nd. So I click through my calendar. I apply to selected. Once again, if I had more of this section, I would click on add more and go through the process that I've previously shown you. I do want to add two more links, so I'm going to save and add another. The next one that I want to add is word reference, and this is an online dictionary. It's the one that I prefer that they use, so I want to make that readily available to them. So once again, I'm just going to copy my link, come over here, paste it. Once again, when do I want this to expire? As soon as I click in that box, it's going to pop up the calendar, and I'm going to just arrow through to the right, and I'm going to select my date. I'm going to apply to selected, and I'm going to save and add another one because the last link that I want to add is my schedule. Remember, I did do a screenshot of it, but they may say, well, it's too small. I can't see it. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it available to them via a link. Once again, I just want them to view the link. I don't want them to do anything to my schedule. So I just make sure that I click on the apply the appropriate settings. And now here they will have that link available. Just going to go through and add that expiration date. And I'm going to apply to selected. And now I'm done with all links and I'm going to save. And the only thing that I might want to do is maybe reorder um, the the list of my links. So I'm going to click in this option here, and now I can drag up or down. So maybe I want my schedule to be the last thing on the list, and their book website is obviously of top priorities. So I just reordered it this way. I'm going to save it. And now I can go ahead and check my work, preview page, lower right hand corner. And my bulletin board is all done for my sample course class. I have the things that Ms. Farias will be looking for, my expectations. I have a link for my entire syllabus. And I also have that breakdown of the categories that the girls will be um, assessed on. And I have links which are going to be crucial to their success in my classroom. And I have that welcome. I hope this helps. Once again, if you have any questions as you are working through it, please maybe write them down and feel free to reach out to me. The last thing that I'm going to do to make sure that this stays and that no more edits are made, I'm going to go back. I liked the way that looked. So I'm going to go ahead and go to lower left-hand corner and I'm going to go ahead and publish layout and go to page. And that is going to lock in everything that I did. And so there I have my items, 2 columns. I can always kind of go back, I'm sorry, zoomed in, and maybe edit this a little bit just to make it a little bit smaller and make it fit within the confines. But in the scheme of things, that's on a smaller scale. So not as important, but I would always just go back into enter edit mode. And I believe that was expectations. So I would click on that. I would come back in here and I would maybe downsize it just a little bit more. And hopefully maybe that would do it. I would save. I can always preview page before I go ahead and publish. So I think that looks better now that I fixed it. So I'm going to go back here and then I will, let's see. I should have my preview. I'm sorry, I should have my publish. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm good to go. I don't think I need to do anything. I think I fixed it and that should remain. So I'm just going to go back to my bulletin board and I am done. So once again, should you come up with any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Tania Barrientos, 009 basement in Madeline Hall. Okay, thank you.